Your Excellency Bernice Swartz, Deputy Minister of Forestry, Fisheries, and in the Environment of the Republic of South Africa, Your Excellencies, officials of the Government of the Republic of South Africa, Your Excellency Ambassador Saleh Omar Abdu, the Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador of the State of Pretoria, Your Excellency Ambassador Bahash Al-Hamli, the Dean of our group, the Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, Heads of Missions, and Member of Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. It's a great honor for me to stand before you today in our National Day, as we proudly celebrate the 95th anniversary of the unification of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. September 23rd in 1932 stands as a defining moment in our history, when the late King Abdulaziz Al Saud brought unity to the Arabian Peninsula and laid the foundation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. From the heart of the desert, a resilient and enduring state emerged, founded upon faith and unity. As we mark the 95th anniversary, we renew our commitment to building upon the foundations of our past while we striving towards our ambitious goals with the determination. Saudi Arabia continues to advance with the steady steps toward achieving the ambitious goal of its Vision 2030, realizing the remarkable achievement that stand as source of pride for all Saudis. We take pride in the fact that for the first time in our history, 56% of our GDP now comes from non-oil sector, compared to the past when oil dominated our economy. The national economy has surpassed $1.2 trillion, reflecting the growth and strength of multiple sectors. From more International Monetary Fund to the World Economy Forum, global institutions have recognized the kingdom's structural resilience, evident in our low inflation, strong job creation, and robust financial reserve. Our leadership, under the custodian of the two holy mosques and His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, has not only charted a course of national renewal, but also ensured the kingdom's role in the international community is both constructive and indispensable. As we all aware, our world is currently passing through most difficult and unprecedented phase, marked by economic instability, regional conflicts, political polarization, and the double standards. Self-interest and narrow national agenda have in many cases overshadowed the collective objectives of the international community. These complex challenges have understandably raised serious concern about the ability of the current international system and the United Nations agencies to endure and succeed and secure a peaceful solution that spare humanity the scourge of wars. And yet, I don't want to wish to emphasize the darker side of the world, especially not on this day. Ladies and gentlemen, Saudi Arabia, guided by its firm belief that shared values, collective action remain the most effective means of addressing these challenges. Saudi government continues to exert every effort in close cooperation with international partners to seek and promote practical solutions to these conflicts, and we have chosen to act a bridge of dialogue, a force of stability, and a partner of peace. Over the past year, Riyadh has been the state for history making dialogue, from hosting the United States and Russia in pursuing peace to leading the Arab regional consultations on Syria's future. Moreover, Saudi Arabia, together with France, played a leading role in organizing the high-level international conference on the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solution, which culminated in the adoption of the New York Declaration. This declaration was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly with the support of an overwhelming majority of 142 countries, which reaffirms the strength of the international consensus to move forward towards a just and lasting peace, ensuring that the Palestinian brothers attain their legitimate right to establish an independent state on the 1967 borders with the East Jerusalem as its capital. However, our region continued to confront a grave challenge, reflected in the persistent violation by the Israeli Occupation Authority of international laws, norms, and fundamental ethical principles. I renew the Saudi Arabia's strongest rejection and condemnation of the crimes of Israeli Occupation Authority against our Palestinian brothers, and lately for their brutal aggression and blatant violation of the sovereignty of the brotherly state of Qatar. We commend the South Africa's initiative in bringing a genocide case against Israel before the International Court of Justice. We regard this as a significant step within the broader framework of our continuing efforts to end the ongoing Israeli violations that undermine the security and stability of the region. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Republic of South Africa stand side by side in advancing shared principles with the international community, contributing to the peace, security, and respecting international laws. Our partnership reinforced through our shared memberships in a numerous of international organizations and alliances, reflecting common vision of our rules-based order built on justice and stability. As a member of G20, Saudi Arabia fully support and command the South African constructive leadership of the G20, which it has shown remarkable wisdom and efficiency in guiding the group's agenda and fostering consensus. We equally recognize the South Africa's admirable organization and warm hospitality extended to all delegation, and we extend our sincere wishes for the success of the upcoming G20 summit in November. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, South Africa and Saudi Arabia have significantly broadened and deepened their cooperation across a wide range of sectors, including trade, investment, renewable energy, mining, infrastructure, agriculture, and health. Also, both nations remain firmly committed to advancing environmental sustainability. The Climate Change Act of 2024 in South Africa constitutes a significant milestone in promoting stability and reducing carbon emissions. These efforts go hand in hand with the Kingdom's initiatives under the Saudi Green Initiative, reflecting our shared commitment to sustainability and clean energy. Moreover, our two countries have witnessed an accelerated pace of high-level official and exchange. The 10th sessions of the Saudi-South African Joint Committee, held in Riyadh just 10 days ago, demonstrates the deep-rooted ties of friendship and cooperation that united our two friendly nations and affirms our shared commitment to advancing our bilateral relation across all fields of mutual interest. On the margins of the joint committee meeting, the Saudi-South African Business Council, along with the Saudi-South African Business Forum, was convened, providing platform for businesses leaders to explore and discuss investment opportunity between the two countries. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate our National Day, we also celebrate friendship and cooperation with South Africa. We look forward to continue working together to build a better future. And I once again thank you all for your wonderful presence and for the sharing with us the joy of our celebrations of National Day. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, Al-Habib, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Your Excellency, Mr. Abu, the Ambassador of the State of Eritrea and Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Your Excellency, Mr. Al-Hilaal, the Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates and the Dean of the Arab Group of Ambassadors, distinguished members of the Diplomatic Corps, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is indeed an honor to represent the government of the people of South Africa and to convey a message of sincere felicitations on this auspicious occasion of celebrating the 95th anniversary of the Kingdom's National Day. It is my privilege to extend our warmest congratulations and best wishes for the continued peace, prosperity, and progress to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on behalf of His Excellency, President Cyril Ramaphosa, to the custodian of the two holy mosques, His Majesty King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saudi, and His Royal Highness Crown Prince and Prime Minister Mohammed bin Salman. 95 years ago, the King Abdulaziz bin Saud united a land of diverse tribes and traditions into a single sovereign kingdom. Today we celebrate not only the founder's vision of unity and nationhood, but also the remarkable journey this great country has undertaken, transforming its economy and uplifting its people as a global leading example of positively embracing modernity through constant innovation. Excellency, since South Africa's first democratic elections held in 1994, when we also forged diplomatic relations with the global community of nations, the bond between South Africa and Saudi Arabia has deepened significantly. We continue to collaborate in many multilateral fora, including the G20, the Non-Aligned Movement, and the United Nations in support of common goals such as sustainable development, inclusive growth, and securing peace in every region of the world. Both countries share a commitment to advance common interests, which is reflected in the desire to build partnerships for development and growth. At the heart of Saudi Arabia's evolution is Vision 2030, an ambitious roadmap to diversify the economy, promote private sector growth, empower the nation's youth, and preserve cultural heritage. As South Africans, we share your belief that real transformation depends on investing in our young women and men, on harnessing technology and innovation, and on striking a balance between tradition and modernity. Our own journey since the dawn of democracy in 1994 has taught us that progress springs from commitment to inclusion, social justice, and the full participation of every citizen. In South Africa, we work daily to empower women, expand access to quality education, and build institutions that ensure transparency and accountability. When societies invest in their citizens, especially their young people, we unlock the full potential to their creativity, energy, and resilience. Excellency, trade between our two nations has grown sustainably, and many South Africans and South African companies now play a role in Saudi Arabia's economy, notably in the energy, healthcare, agriculture, and tourism sectors. Likewise, we continue to welcome the Kingdom's investment in South Africa's energy sector, including renewable energy projects, agriculture, technology, startups, renewable energy, and ecotourism. From the 10th to the 11th September 2025, South Africa and Saudi Arabia further solidified our economic cooperation when the Minister of Trade and Industry and Competition, Mr. Mpho Pakstau, led a delegation of South African senior officials and business representatives to Riyadh for the 10th session of the Saudi Arabia Joint Economic Commission, which was co-chaired by the Saudi Minister of Industry and Mineral Resources, His Excellency Mr. Bandar bin Ibrahim. Both sides expressed their mutual commitment to further strengthening cooperation and identified a roadmap to expand partnership in key areas of common interest. Both sides welcomed the Memorandum of Understanding between South Africa and Saudi Arabia on cooperation in the field of promoting direct investment entered into force. The Saudi-South African Joint Business Council will also be critical to identify trade and investment opportunities. A number of milestones were achieved to strengthen bilateral cooperation and deepen economic social relations. Chief amongst them was the establishment of a joint working group between the Economic Cities and Special Zones Authority and the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition collaboration in halal accreditation for increased trade in South Africa, meat and poultry to Saudi Arabia, and enhanced cooperation in transport, maritime, and civil aviation. Excellencies, our cultural ties grow stronger each year. We congratulate the Kingdom on the significant acceleration in the Hajj season's return to pre-pandemic participation levels. Amongst these pilgrims are thousands of South Africans arriving in the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, fulfilling their religious duties and deepening people-to-people connections. Language of culture and sport transcends borders, fostering trust and friendship. In South Africa, we know that diversity is our greatest strength. It is a lesson you also cherish in your own society, where people of myriad backgrounds coexist in harmony, united by a shared heritage. As we celebrate the Kingdom's achievements, we are reminded that true development is not just measured by GDP, but how a nation uplifts all its citizens, women and men, young and old, workers and entrepreneurs. We congratulate the Kingdom for its winning bid to host the FIFA World Cup 2034 and stand ready to share our own experience in this regard. We are also witnessing the meticulous planning to hold the World Expo in 2030 in Riyadh, which will certainly offer an unforgettable experience. In the realm of peace and security, our two countries remain committed to dialogue and diplomacy. South Africa applauds Saudi Arabia's efforts to promote regional stability and to mediate conflicts. Excellency, while we celebrate our achievement, we are also reminded of the genocidal war being waged against the Palestinian people, as well as the virus blatant attacks undermined the territorial integrity and sovereignty of other countries in the region. We sincerely thank the Kingdom for its unwavering commitment to uphold the Palestinian people's right to self-determination and statehood through leading on high-level initiatives such as co-hosting with France the recent high-level international conference for peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solution. We also look forward to the summit that is being hosted today to accelerate the expressions of formal recognition of a Palestinian state as have been pledged. Excellencies, on the 95th National Day, let us reaffirm our pledge to strengthen the bonds that unite South Africa and Saudi Arabia. Let us work hand in hand to unlock new avenues of trade and investment, to foster educational and cultural exchange, to advance our common cause of peace, tolerance, and inclusive development. Before I conclude, Ambassador, I'd just like to invite everyone here that on Wednesday, on Heritage Day, as the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment will be planting 1 million trees on one day, which is on Wednesday. We have invited all our resident ambassadors through the Dean of Corps and all the high commissioners and diplomats in the country. We have issued a note verbal through DIRCO, so we are just calling on everyone again that as we celebrate Heritage Day on Wednesday, the 24th, we each plant a tree. I thank you for your kind attention, and I wish you a most joyous National Day celebration. Thank you.
Go this way. Okay. There we go, perfect.